Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Sean here again from Sean's Rabbitry and Aquaponic Produce, and we're back with another Aquaponics video for you guys. So we out here this afternoon. It's about 6 p.m. here right now, so it's just beginning to lose daylight. But I just had to come out and give you guys a quick video because I had a really hectic day, as well as I have a slight toothache and none of the regular dentists that I usually go to are opening. So you can hit me up in the comments if you know a dentist office that is going to be open tomorrow. Please go check them out, because I need to deal with this toothache here. But today we want to look at one of the more important aspects of aquaponics, and that are the fishes. Okay, so we're going to talk a bit more about that in just a little while. Stay tuned, I'll be right back after the intro. Okay, so we're back and we're talking about fish in aquaponics. Now, within recent times, I've been receiving a lot of calls from persons who are interested in having their own either aquaponics or hydroponic systems. Now, we build both, but we specialize more in aquaponics. In fact, we're a bit biased to aquaponics because that's the one that we truly have a love for, and I personally think it's the better option, for the simple reason that in a hydroponic system you're going to grow your plants and that's it, it's just the plants. But in an aquaponic system you're going to have a second crop, and that's the fish as well. And I think that especially in this time, this uncertain COVID-19 period, when everyone is concerned about how long this lockdown period is going to extend to, and now they're being a lot more conscious about being able to supply themselves and grow a certain amount of their own food. You know, so a lot of people are looking now at investing into aquaponics and hydroponic systems. But I think that the better option is the aquaponics, because you'll also be able to supply yourself with fresh fish to eat. Let's talk a little bit about that major difference between hydroponics and aquaponics. In hydroponics, obviously, you don't have any fish, so you are supplying nutrients to the plants via an artificial means. So you're going to purchase what's the word, man-made chemicals, you know, chemical compounds that you're going to add to the water as a source of nutrients for the plants to grow. Now in aquaponics, we have the fish that provide the nutrients for the plants. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about that, because a lot of people don't really understand how it works. I think I explained this before, but I'll just go over it quickly again. So in aquaponics, you have, first of all, let's say this: aquaponics is a living system. Okay, even though we might use man-made containers and pumps, and you have some man-made inputs like electricity and things like that, the actual aquaponics system is a living entity. When I say living, what I mean is that it's very similar to the natural ecosystem that breaks down organic matter into a more usable form of nitrogen. And this happens naturally in nature by naturally occurring bacteria like nitrosomonas and nitrobacters. These different types of bacteria, they naturally break down organic waste and convert them into different forms of nitrogen, like nitrites and nitrates that plants can use in varying quantities. So in an aquaponic system, it's basically the same thing. When you feed your fish, most of the waste produced by those fish are in the form of ammonia, right? That's the biggest waste compound produced by the fish. And those naturally occurring bacteria, now you don't even have to put these bacteria into your system, you know. These bacteria are already there, existing in nature, and certain conditions similar to an aquaponic system, certain conditions will encourage them to grow and multiply, and thereby you will have a continued process. Because when you continue to feed the fish, they're going to continue to produce waste, continue to produce ammonia, and it's that the presence of that ammonia in the water is going to encourage the growth and expansion of those naturally occurring bacteria. So they metabolize that ammonia, and in the process they break down that ammonia into different nitrogen compounds at different stages, and the plants then uptake those nutrient compounds, and in that process they clean the water for the fish. So that's why I say it's a living system. It's a combination of fish, plants, and beneficial bacteria that form an aquaponic system, and that is what makes aquaponics actually work. So I hope that wasn't too deep. I try to explain it as simply as I can, because people always call us saying that they're interested in a hydroponic system, and I have to keep reminding them that we're primarily an aquaponics building company. Yes, we can build an hydroponic system, but we specialize in aquaponics because we believe in that natural process of growing food, as well as you benefit from having not just the plants but also having fresh fish that you would have grown for your consumption. So let me just give you guys quickly a little view of the plants. I think in the last video I would have shown you all the seedlings that we purchased to put into the system, right? Most of the system has been replanted. We still have a bit to do, but let me just show you guys what's going on with that. So here we have our NFT system. The section on the left here has been completely replanted with scythes. So we have 250 plus scythe plants there, because I mean there are multiple plants per cup. No one plants scythe individually because the seeds are so small. On the right is the section where we're going to be putting the celery and the kale. I haven't gotten any kale seedlings as yet. If you guys know anyone that has kale seedlings for sale, please hit me up in the comments and let me know. Okay, so we still have some celery to put in here. We have those already, and we have to get some kale to purchase to put in. I'm not even getting kale seeds to buy. So guys, hit me up in the comments. Let me know anyone who has kale seedlings for sale or kale seeds that I can set and grow my own seedlings as well. So let me know. Okay, so of course we have the celery as usual. We have still a good bit of it this week. You can see there are a lot of plants missing and looking a lot smaller than the others. Some of those, that area there, we're going to replant that left area there, moving those plants to put the holes in the board a lot closer. Come in here so you can see. Okay, we're going to be putting the holes here a lot closer so that we can fit more plants on each board. Alright, that's something we're going to be working on this week. But on this side we have most of them growing well. You see some of the leaves drying up there because we haven't harvested in a little while from that section there, so some of the leaves drying up, but so it goes because we have more celery than we can use. Recently spoke to a gentleman from the area who has a small vegetable stall, and he said he's interested in taking the celery to resell. So from this week he should start taking most of the celery from here, so we'll have a little income coming back from this system, probably to just purchase some more seedlings and go forward. We have this sump tank here. In the last video someone commented and they asked that they wanted to see our pumping system, but it's getting a bit dark now, so in the next video I'll do that. I'll do a complete video explaining all the plumbing and how the system actually comes together. Okay, you can see this first media bed here. We have replanted it with some pak choy seedlings. So far everybody's looking healthy and nice. We have a few new these are scorpion peppers. We had 5 new scorpion pepper plants that we put in here, because like I said, we consume a lot of pepper. Alright, so we eat pepper with almost everything. So coming up the line, this bed here still has to be replanted. I have some plants to remove here and replant this one. Guys, look at this bird pepper plant, how many peppers we have on there. It's just ridiculous, and they just continue to grow and ripen. We harvest from that daily and they just continue to produce. Of course, we have these bigger pepper plants here that we're harvesting from every day. See, there are a lot of peppers on there still all over, and the remainder of the system going up the line here, you'll see mostly pak choy plants. We planted a lot of pak choy because like I said, we had to purchase it by the tray, and each tray has 200 plants, so we put almost all into the system. See here again, more pak choy, more. These were planted a couple days ahead of these here, and you can see a distinct difference in size and growth. The minute they get into the system and they start to absorb that nutrient rich water coming from the fish tank, you start to see a definite growth on them inside of just a couple of days. Now these seedlings have been in the system less than a week, probably 5 or 6 days now, and they're really looking nice and healthy. So we look forward to some really nice pak choy. We're gonna obviously have to sell some of this, and we will consume quite a bit obviously. So going forward now, we have this bed here where we planted cauliflower. These are some young cauliflower plants. Really looking forward to that. I love cauliflower. More pak choy, and again another beautiful bed of young pak choy plants, really nice, green and healthy. And then this last bed here where we planted what we call locally shadow benny or bandania. Some of the locals refer to it, and I believe outside of the Caribbean it's known as cilantro. So as the name some of you will be familiar with, but like I said, it's a nice thick patch here and it's coming really nicely. So we're gonna have a lot of herbs to season up all that delicious rabbit meat as the weeks and months go by. Then we have this section of kale here that's growing in the NFT wall. Now this kale has been in the system for well over 6 months. We've been planning to remove them and replant, but every time we go to, they look so green and nice, and they continue to produce nice fresh kale for us. So we continue to leave them in even further beyond when we wanted to replant them. So I mean, there's no rush because we're still harvesting from them anyway, and we haven't gotten any fresh seedlings or seeds to replace them anyway, so we might as well just leave them in. Over on the other side here, we have another batch of celery. These celery plants, they are in the system going on a year now. We harvest from them regularly. We recently cut them all the way back and allowed them to grow back because we were getting some insect problems. But as you know, in aquaponics, you can't use harmful chemicals to spray for insects, because then that chemical is going to get into the water and you'll poison your fish. So we bought a product called Bioneem, which is an organic pesticide that we use to get rid of, we were having some problems with aphids and whiteflies. So we cut them back and removed them from the system. We gave the plants a little spray and they seem to be bouncing back really nicely. So we'll monitor that as they go along. Okay guys, so we're gonna leave it there for today. I'm really happy that you guys decided to tune in. We're gonna keep those videos coming because, like you guys said, y'all are enjoying the content and we want to keep the clientele as happy as possible. So we're gonna keep those videos coming. Look out for a brand new rabbit farming video dropping this week. We normally do rabbit farming videos on Monday, but we'll have another video out before that as well, so definitely look out for that. In our next aquaponics video, we'll talk a bit more about the plumbing of the system to show you guys exactly how that works out and give you guys little insights, because I know there are a lot of guys out there who are quite handy and you're capable of building a system for yourself. Be mindful of your design. Design makes a big difference between 90% efficiency and 50% efficiency. They'll both work, but one will work better than the other. So do your research. Definitely, if you just want a system built, you can contact us directly. We'll do all the work. We'll do the site visit. We'll do the design. We'll do the build. We'll acquire all the material. You don't have to do anything. If that's the option you're interested in, give us a call. We'll come by and we'll set you up and get you started in growing your own food. So guys, thanks again for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. So Sean Austin on behalf of my business partner Sean McLean, Sean's Rabbitry and Aquaponic Produce, signing out. See you guys in the next video. Almost forgot to mention, right now we are in the process of designing and building 3 separate systems for persons, 3 different parts of the country. I have one here right now. We are designing a pretty decent size home system for this person. It includes 2 deep water culture beds, each 16 feet long and 4 feet wide. So they're going to be growing a lot of produce in their own personal home system. Let me give you all a quick glimpse of that.